Hi, this is Stacia, and I'm about to play a training game on chess.com. I haven't played any lately, and I played a tournament game tonight and lost it. But the one thing I'm really upset about is my time management is off the charts horrible. So in this training game that I'm going to play in live fashion, I'm going to really make it a point to manage my time, which I always say. So let's see if I can do it for once. To start out, I thought maybe I'd try a puzzle. I think King E5. I've got to box out this king. Yeah, and if he ever goes here, I take here. So I think this is the move. Okay, if here, I guess he'll follow me? Yeah. Is he going to try to grab this? That's pretty interesting. So 1, 2, 3, 4 is what I want to do. And he would go 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I take here. I don't see an issue. Why would this be an issue? Why is this a puzzle? So I go here, he goes here, I take, he goes here, I take. This seems easy. Oh, I get it. I should have seen this in advance. This is trebuchet, right? Because he cannot defend the pawn. And then I win. Let's try one more. And then I'm going to play a training game. Okay, black to move. My rook's under attack. Am I trying to save my rook? I guess. I mean, this move jumps out to me. It doesn't seem like that great of a move, though. Okay, what happens if I take the knight? He takes with a rook, and then I have this. Forking. And if he comes back here and defends the bishop, do I have anything? I definitely want a pawn. Or do I go here first? He would take the knight. I'd take the rook. All right, so takes, knight here. He has to go rook here. Is that the move? Because after rook c4, I mean, I could take this. Or am I going to take this, takes, and then take here? And just want a pawn? I mean, feels kind of lame. I'm not sure I know what the point is. What is the point? Oh, I think it's just d5. The rook is defending. And after d5, how does he defend? Let's take a bishop. Okay. Let's play our game like I promised. And let's really focus on time management for once. So I may not comment as much as normal, but I thought this would be exciting to do with you guys. So we're going to do this. Oh, 1585. I don't know why I can't get, why does it always pare me down? I mean, being pared down once in a while is okay, but it does it to me every single time. All right, so I'm trying again. Okay, 1700, that's better. Okay, let's go. So I'm going to play d5. This is my new opening repertoire. Great. How am I going to play fast when I don't know the opening? Okay, I don't mind that move. I'll go knight to f6, e6, c5, a6. My opponent should probably take the pawn. I go e6. c5 is next. If they take, I trade queens. And their king is uncomfortable, so they should castle. a6, threatening b5. So they should probably play a4 here and stop that move. And if they do not, I will go b5. But I will not go c5. I won't go c5 until they go knight c3, because then I have b5, b4. So what move do I expect here? If knight, I do expect a4. And if a4, I think I should go. I actually don't know what to do in that position. It might be b6. Like, because I want to put my bishop on b7. But I could also play knight c6 maybe. But I'm a little nervous about playing b6 and leaving the knight undefended. So b6 first. If a4, I might go b6. If a4, b6, and pawn takes, I think I can still trade. This, I think, is okay. But the moment that is not okay anymore, then I need to take on d4. Wow, so he played there. So this does allow b5, but it also stops the queen trade. So let's do this first, and then I think I might take on d4. If I'm trying to play fast, I might take on d4 right away. And then play, that is asking for c5, but then b3. Well, wow, if b3, I have c3. Unless the knight moves somewhere. I guess he could go knight e4. So he actually cannot take. He cannot take because I would take the bishop. So I think right now is a good time for bishop e7. Let's just play it. I want to stay ahead on the clock. Pretty happy with the position so far. I am not equalized yet. I need to finish development, and then if I successfully do that without any problems, then I will equalize. But he can go queen e2. That would defend the bishop. Then I should probably take in that case. Or should I? Can I go knight c6? I have to worry about this stuff, don't I? But right now I have 1, 2, 3, 4 guys on that. Once I play knight c6, though, this comes with tempo. And moving this pawn does not help this bishop. This bishop's already So I think I do want to. Now he goes a4. Well, I'm not so scared of this, I don't think. Well, he is attacking the pawn. Maybe I should go c4 here. I might go c4. Let's say c4. He cannot play b3. He's got to move the bishop again. So it's kind of like a free tempo. All right, let's do that. It's a free tempo, I think. Let's hope. Still head on the clock, which is my main idea. Okay, if b3, I will go here and then probably jump the knight into e4. So, can I go knight c6 or bishop e7? I want to continue development. That's the main thing that I want to do. If I go knight c6 and he goes here, I think I can just take it. Maybe even with a knight. But maybe getting castled is more important. Bishop e7? How about bishop e7? Bishop e7, b3. c3. The knight has to move. Doesn't have a lot of options. So that's not a threat. So I think I will do this. I just want to get my king safe. And I have this pawn. So I have a queenside majority. I'm not like up a pawn. Right? Or am I? No, I'm not up a pawn. He's got 5 versus 4 and I've got 3 versus 2. Now, what should white do here? I'm sure white really wants to play b3, but I do not think it works. I will go c3. Attacking the knight, and the knight is close to trapped. If he goes here attacking the pawn, then I go b4. That looks pretty annoying. I don't see how he attacks that pawn, and then next I'll go here if I can. So, and I'm learning how to play with this sort of advantage. I've faced it many times in the past, and it can be very annoying and hard to stop. But like when I play the blitz games, I tend to drop a pawn. This is a rapid game though, and I'm ahead on the clock. So I'm pretty happy about that. What else is going on in the position? Well, if white's going to do that. Okay. Well, I probably should take. My rook is defended. Don't really have a choice there. There's b3. So I was planning c3 here. Where will the knight go? I mean, there's only this square. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I have b4 there. That looks really annoying. Very annoying. So let's go for this. Then my bishop will defend the structure at the base. And it's also very hard to attack. Oh God, I just missed that entirely, this check. All right, no problem. Actually, this is bad, probably. All right. Well, it's okay. We're probably worse, but we can try our best here. I'm thinking bishop there, but I could also put the knight there if I want to. But I think bishop there, bishop takes, knight takes, and then I have this defending the pawn. the knight is coming into e5. Okay, my intuition says do this. Then again, he could simply move, he could retreat the bishop. If he retreats the bishop, then my knight's not so happy, right? So still, I like this better than putting the knight there. I don't want to make a pin. So his knight's attacked. I'm expecting the knight to move. Maybe the knight can come forward now. I'm not sure. Well, I'm doing a good job playing fast, but I'm not sure about well. I think I should not have. What did I miss? I missed this check. Yeah, I missed that check. Okay. Wow, it would be nice to get this in. I don't know how though. So I was thinking knight here, but maybe there's e4, kicking the knight. And if that happens, then I cannot defend that pawn. So I need to defend it. I have queen a5 or bishop b4. I'd also like to castle, but I don't want to lose the pawn. So if here there's bishop here, that's annoying. I guess I could take, knight takes, and then maybe castle at that point. Can I go here right now? I have to defend it one way or another, I think. So it actually looks kind of hard for white to untangle. I'm sure they want to play this move. All right, I think I'm going to go with this. Let's just play it. I don't want to fall way behind on the clock. We're trying to... Now, I'm threatening this and this, but that takes 2 moves to do. I'm sure he can get out of that. So I'm kind of expecting bishop or knight to a3. If that, can I castle? Would be nice to castle. Definitely would be nice to castle. Like, white should definitely think about this move, I think. But it doesn't do anything, I would take it. But when your king's in the center, you should look for ways for your opponent to open the position. So e4 is the other way, but I have it covered. b4, I have covered. I've got all the pawn pushes covered. If this, I would take it. So mainly we're ahead on the clock, which I'm happy to see. That is a good thing. That means if I sense that a critical moment is here, I will spend more time on it. So far, this is good, but I should figure out what to do. He could block the pawn. That's one idea. He could occupy A3. That's under his control. And I'm going to lose the tempo because I got a castle. Yeah, so he's doing that. So he, what is he up to with that move? I think I should castle. Let's say a castle. Oh, wait, that's attacked again. Glad I saw that. Knight and queen. So I guess bishop. Bishop has to be played. I gotta defend this pawn, I think. So. The other move is here, then e4. If that, I could go... No, bishop takes. So I think the natural move is bishop there. But what could he do? Let's see. He actually could come into the position and attack the knight. Attack the knight. Oh, I don't want to lose that pawn. I don't think that's a good thing if I lose it. So here, attacking the knight. Can I just move the knight? I really doubt it. I'm not castled. I could try this move. This looks a little nuts. Oh yeah, there's already knight check. I don't like that at all. Can I counterattack somehow? So here, attacking the knight. How do I defend it? How do I defend it? I actually don't really see a way. Here? I don't know. I don't like that really. Can I go here? Here. This feels like my tournament game. I think I'm just worse, and it's really hard to figure out what to do. I'm expecting queen c4 if I go bishop e4, and then I don't know what to do because my knight's hanging. And I could play a crazy move like knight a7. Can I get away with that? Let's see. Here. Knight a7. Now the knight's defended. And I'm guarding the check. Guarding this check. This is not what I wanted. This is not what I wanted this game to be. But let's try it. I actually might play knight a7. It looks horrible though. It looks really bad. But I don't see a way to defend the knight. Besides king d7, which also looks bad, but worse, actually. Let's think about it though. No, check. Take. And then are there any checks on my king? I guess not. And that would open up the rook. Okay, I'm actually thinking about king d7. But if I'm missing anything, I'm probably going to lose. But I guess that is chess in general, isn't it? So I'm down on the clock a little bit, but not as bad as it could be. So I'm expecting this move. What else could he do? He could also go bishop here. Actually, I'm guarding this twice, so queen a5 kind of took care of that. So there's no pieces. Yeah, he did play this. So king d7, am I going to play this crazy move? It's a little nutso. It's a little nutso. But I will get rook c8 and if I play this check, takes, he takes. I play here. Surprisingly, I don't see any checks. I'm going to play this in the interest of staying up on the clock. I'm going to play this move. But maybe, well, I was going to say d5, but I guess if d5, knight takes. And then if e4, I don't know. This doesn't seem right to me, but hey, I'm worse and I'm going to put up the best defense that I can put up and see if we can. Yeah, knight's attack twice. Got to take. Let's do that. Now, do I have rook c8? I kind of doubt it because there's going to be a check. But rook c8, and let's say he checks me here. Knight here, pawn here, I suppose. And then I have this move. But I'm still pinned. So maybe not rook c8, maybe knight here first. Or can I try that? No, it's not available. Here? So there, e4. And then what? Knight b6. And then check. Oh god, there's rook d1. Okay, rook d1, king e7, maybe. I gotta step out of the pen. I'm not loving my position. I think this is not right, but let's keep going. And I am behind on the clock anyway. Bummer. So, rook d1, king e7. There is no check here. And then I can get my rook on d8 maybe. Or c8. But not c8 right away. a6 continues to be covered. Like, I think like this pawn is a big deal because it's taking away all the squares. Okay, so if I go here, I'm assuming he'll check me, and then I go king e7, and I have rook d8 coming. So I don't see another move, so I'm just going to play this and hope I'm not blundering anything. But it's starting to stabilize. The nice thing about this square is my bishop is covering all the checking squares on that diagonal. The king is, or the queen is attacked. So she might go here or she might go here. And she might go anywhere else. I guess this is a move too. Wouldn't it be great if she went here and then they played f4 and then I went whoop? That would be very nice. All right, so this is definitely... Uh-oh. I just realized something. Something very bad. Very bad. If I go here, there is this check now. My knight is in the way. Oh. So what to do? What to do? I think I'm lost. Dang it. Yeah, I might be lost. There's no way to block without losing material. If I go here, queen check looks pretty brutal. I will have to go here. Then rook check. That's mate, pretty sure. So I cannot go king e7 or I get mated. Which means I have to lose material. If I do this here and here, he takes with a rook check, wins my queen. Also not a good option. Now the knight's attacking the queen. I just wish I could like... Maybe I can do something crazy like this because the knight is attacking the queen. But he will take with check is the problem. He will take with check. I got nothing. I got nothing. The only moves to block are bishop, knight, and queen. None of them are good. If I move the knight, I'm not attacking the queen anymore. So I don't want to do that. What about this move? I guess there's this. Ugh. Painful, right? Well, maybe this is why I don't play fast. So I think, what's the best move here? What's the trickiest move? If I go here, he takes with a rook. If I go here, he takes with a rook. Check. Takes. All right, let's play this one. I don't have a choice. This game didn't go right, but I'm not going to let this deter me on time. Maybe I just got outplayed here. I don't really know. This is a new opening for me, and I don't know the middle game ideas very well. Yes, I cannot take because I lose my queen, so let's do something else. But what? What to do? Take here, check. Here. This is not... well, let's try this move. I don't have anything else. No, I don't think it's good, though, because there, check. And if I take, he takes the rook. So this is a big threat. How do I stop that? It's a pointless move, isn't it? It'll draw the queen away from d5 at least, but... Okay, never resign. Let's try to find something. Something. I mean, if he moves his rook, I take and make a queen. That's something. If he moves the knight, I take the rook and make a queen. So I think this is the only move he has to take. Now, once he does that, I can at least take here and play on. Down material. But still alive. Barely. Had to give up my knight and my precious c-pawn. So, the situation couldn't be worse. But we'll analyze this game after. I think had I not blundered that pawn, maybe I would have been fine. But I just blundered a pawn. So I'm going to have to get the hang of playing faster and making sure to blunder check a little better. Like, I don't need to find the best move in a 15-minute game, but I should find moves that don't, like, hang things, like pawns. That would be ideal. I can't believe he's thinking here. Like, what other move is there besides queen takes pawn? All right, let's calculate a little more. Queen takes pawn. Is he scared of something? Let's see. I mean, I have no threats, do I? I don't see any threats. Oh, he's going for this. I actually missed this. Oh, no. This is not good. So he must have calculated to mate because... What about king d8? I guess I'll go here. Well, then I take and make a queen. Oh my god. Wow. Talk about a lucky break. You guys, can you even believe this? I can't even believe this. Just give me a minute while my mind wraps around what just happened. Wow, so my mantra, never resign, comes up again. Look at that. And I failed. Look at my clock time. I went down to 30 seconds. Oh my god. But I did stay up on the clock most of the game until I was worse. But why? If you're going to be worse, you might as well be up on the clock. I didn't do that part. Okay, let's look at this game. I cannot believe that I won this game. That is really just sad. That is sad. I feel for my opponent. I really do. Because he was outplaying me every step of the way. Or at least a couple steps. Okay, let's go through this game and make some conclusions, okay? And then we're going to look at the report graph and see if we're right. So this is a Queen's Gambit accepted, and this is all theory, I'm pretty sure. I do not think this move is theory, but I could be wrong. I don't know that much theory. Almost certainly I should play b5. Yeah, and here, I'm not certain that c4 is the right move. Like, usually you play this if the knight is on c3, not here. Because we want to play b4 with tempo. Very important. So I'm not sure about this because, well, if the knight's on c3 and they go b3, trying to break down your chain, that's when you can play b4 first, and then the knight moves, and then you play c3. I try to do it the opposite way, and perhaps that's a good lesson, because when I played this move, which I thought was with tempo, he played with even more tempo, taking with check. So I can attack a piece, but check is even more tempo. So I think you have to lead with this pawn to make this structure. So that is a good lesson for me. So I actually think that due to that, maybe c4 isn't correct, because b3 will in fact break down my pawn chain. And you can't really protect it like this because white will play e4. So I'm going to say that without looking at the engine, that this move is inaccurate and probably a mistake. And probably means I'm going to lose my pawn. Okay, so I try to develop, and sure enough, this takes, and b3. Yeah, so his idea was b3 here. And he thought, hey, I'm going to trade everything and then play b3. I think it was a smart plan, because here I don't have c3. He must have seen this earlier. But I played it anyway and check. So this is definitely a mistake as well. I don't think I should do this. But then again, what should I do? I'm not entirely sure what I should do. Definitely worse already. I can't save that pawn. So, lost a pawn with check. The computer is probably going to say block with a knight. That's a hard move to make as a human, I think. Stepping into the pin. Yeah, and I think all of this is just bad for me. All of this. Like, I'm trying to hold on to my pawn for dear life, but I don't think I have enough to do it. I think this is just very bad. This is funny, right? Like, oh, I'll just put my knight back even though it's attacked by a pawn. All right, so he took it. I mean, I'm down material here. I found my only hope was this move. I thought he played queen takes. Why not? Why not play queen takes here? I mean, what? You're up a piece. You're up a piece. I guess he tried to find some fancy mate or something. And he blundered this. Because now I take the checking piece with a queen. Checkmate. Wow. All right, let's look with that engine now. Actually, I'll do the key moments thing. All right, a6. It says that's the last book move. So what was next? Is this the point where he played knight bd2? Okay, so I was right that that's not theory. Computer says it's the best move. Yeah, and I like it too because the knight maybe doesn't want to be on c3 for reasons I was saying. But I actually thought a4 was better. Yeah, and if you could see the engine, a4 is a move for sure. It's probably the theory move. It is. So a4. So I was right about that. So that's good. And then here I go knight c6. Yeah, I was thinking about b6. Looks like b6 is not a good move. So let's try to find out why. I definitely thought about b6 in this case. And if this, then knight c3. Because we didn't get b5 in. So the knight can go to c3 now. And then here, I mean, the computer just says that white's a little better, but I guess this is somehow a worse variation. I'm not sure how. So instead I should go knight c6 right away, or c takes d4. Looks like knight c6, which means that we are allowing this still. And this is probably roughly equal. Yeah, a little edge for white. But these are positions that you're supposed to go for as black. You're supposed to go for this. Okay, so let's continue, right? Wow, so the computer didn't mind all those moves I thought were mistakes. But I don't know. If we looked at the graph, I mean, here I'm better. So what happened at this moment? What happened right here? I played bishop e7. So it likes c4. Wow. The computer likes c4. But I don't understand that necessarily. Like, the bishop went back. Okay. Doesn't like bishop e7. That's interesting. Okay, I kind of get it. Guess what knight c6 does? Now, if this bishop takes this pawn, it's not with check anymore, which means I would have time to take the knight in that variation later. So that is a good lesson for me. Like, I need to block this diagonal. Like, especially after a4. Because after takes, I cannot push my pawn after b3. Or they take with check. Which is what happened in the game. So knight c6 actually stops that because it's not with check, which means I would take the knight. So that means he cannot play bishop takes b5. And if he can't play that, then I do get b4 in, and I get my pawns on c3 and b4. Okay, cool. I'm learning stuff. I hope you guys are too. What's next? Let's keep going. Yeah, I knew that the computer would want this move, but unless there's an even... Don't tell me it's knight d7. It might be knight d7. I would never play knight d7. What the heck? Is it really? What the heck move is it then? Oh. Why did I not even see this move at all? I had a total blind spot for this move. Total blind spot. Yeah, I think the knight is better here. It wouldn't be pinned as severely and only defended by the bishop. Plus we can... This happens in the Scandi where the knights come out like this. Like this knight goes to f6, this knight goes to d7, and then, you know, together they really take hold of d5. I mean, with e4 in the menu, I don't totally understand this, but okay. Look at the difference, though. This might be something I need to study further. Probably don't fully understand it. Yeah, bishop e4, I mean, trying to save my pawn. King d7 is the only good move. Yeah, really? Yeah, I mean, okay. The computer defends perfect. It's not afraid of all this stuff, but I do not feel good about this position. Let's put it that way. Wow, and knight d5 is a mistake. So if we don't play knight d5, what on earth are we supposed to play here? Okay, we need to find tempo moves. I guess rook c8. I thought rook c8, and I thought check. You know what? Then king e7. Because guess what? There's no checks here anymore. Yeah. Yeah, rook c8 with tempo. And then the point is that our king can hide and we're fine. That's the point. That is the point. It's going to be rook c8. Yep, it is. Look at that. This is a balanced game. Wow, so I calculated that wrong. Where did I go wrong? I thought here, check. And I thought, oh, I did not consider king e7. I only considered knight d5, which would be met by e4. Or even rook e1 first. Rook d1 first is also possible. Okay. Wow, and that's an actual blunder. So we probably have to give up our knight already. That's why this is a blunder. Because if you recall, after I put the knight here, I brought it right back. So I probably have to go king e7 right now. Wouldn't be surprised. Or maybe rook c8. Yeah, probably rook c8 right now. I should have seen this move. Yeah, I mean, white's better. But this is the best resistance. Okay, let's go next. Yeah, and then my opponent blundered out of nowhere and I won. I cannot believe this. I mean, if you look at this graph, look at this. I mean, white was like what? White was like plus 10, plus 13. Dear God. Well, I feel really bad, but this is a good lesson, isn't it? Because it just goes to show you, like, when you're 1600 and you play 1700s or 1800s, you're like, oh my God, they're so strong. I can't beat them. They never mess up. No, they mess up. They can blunder a missed win like this. Like, let's see if he should take on c2. That's what I thought he should do. Let's just have a look at that. Yeah, it says it's a blunder because, oh, he should do this. Because that's double check. That's why. It's not the same thing because that's double check. But I thought this is good. Yeah, this is winning, as I thought. Because even if I go here, check. I mean, what can I really do? I'm down material. Well, I'm going to take here. It says mate in 9. Oh, yeah, because I did see this where they take the rook. Now I'm down so much material. It's just over. I would have to take with a pawn, I guess. Oh, I can't take with a pawn. Well, if I don't take with a pawn, then what do I do? So rook c8 is a huge mistake. I guess I have to go here. At least here it's defended by the queen. But then I would still think this is winning. It is. Wants king e7. Ugh. I mean, if we take here, I mean, he can probably just trade even. Like, what's wrong with this? This is still totally winning just based on material, so. Wow, but instead, he went for something fancy. I don't know what he calculated here. But I moved. Okay. Yeah, and this is very important. Because now this move does not come with check anymore. So maybe in his calculation it did, and he forgot the king was here. And then he played this, and that's checkmate. Wow. Crazy. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this game. It sure was a roller coaster ride, wasn't it? And I did a little better with my time, but not much. At least I found some. At least I put up a resistance at the end. I'll chalk it up as persistence won me this game, but really my opponent just messed up. So great. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll be back with more chess. Thanks so much. Bye.